what's on the line. Your favorites carved in stone divine. It's all about your top four, nothing more. Rushmore Show kicking down the door, ranking the icons, the greats we adore. It's all about your top four, nothing more.
This is the Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top four and nothing more. Andy, we're a little late getting here. That's okay. We had softball games going on. We had trivia night going on. We got some guests jumping in last minute because we had a unfortunate cancellation, which is, no hate to Jay. Who missed, because Jay's going to be on later in the year, but he had something that happened. So unfortunately, if you're coming here to see Square Pegs, you might have missed the memo, but he couldn't make it. So we did get some new guests for tonight, which meant we had to push back a little bit. And so thanks for being here if you've been waiting. And Andy, it's awesome. We're in sports. And this is week 4, I believe, of sports. Andy, what you got playing behind you there?
Little triple play 2000, Mr. Sammy Sosa on the cover.
I didn't even pick a game, but I was trying to kind of maybe give away.
We got Kansas City playing. The Royals.
The Royals.
And the A's.
Hey, do you know the Royals are partially owned by Patrick Mahomes?
Oh, that's cool. There's a few teams that own Patrick Mahomes this year, and more that own the Saints. But
yeah. That own him, maybe
on the record book they do.
On the record, but the Eagles own him right about now. The Eagles do own him right about now. Man, that's a nice TV. McKenna, where's the cute guest host? He's coming soon. Speaking of that, look, McKenna's in the house. McKenna, that's my daughter. Everybody, say hello to McKenna. And McKenna's actually soon to be other half, which is going to happen in March, is coming on the show tonight. So there, hey, Alan, long time no see. Kevin, that is a very nice TV. And Alan,
a very heavy TV.
Alan, thanks for hanging out and coming around. It's been a while. But yeah, that was a good concert. So hello, everyone. And so let's chat. Tonight, we are talking sports logos. I rocked my favorite sports logo of all time right here. This is, and you know who reminded me of? Actually, Ethan, who's coming on in here in a little bit. 10 people in the house. Say hello. Ethan reminded me of it because he was playing slow pitch softball or church league tonight. And this was the famous Slidell slow pitch softball team, champions several times, the Swamp Rats themselves. So we had to rock that. And I played It's Been a While tonight at Trivia. Yeah, I mean, it's been a while. I mean, so Andy, sports logos.
Yes.
Are you a connoisseur of good, marketing, good marketing?
Let's chat for a moment. And this will be abundantly clear tonight. And I just want to put it out there now. Minimalism has ruined sports aesthetics, right?
Yeah.
What I mean by that is, and it's really ruined a lot of our nostalgia, because McDonald's has gone minimalist, and it's just like a gray building now. I mean, where's the life? There's no life in many logos. Now, there are some contemporary logos that are good and bear mentioning tonight, but
we kind of chatted about this earlier, though, Andy. Like, what it really shocks me. So next week, I think, or maybe the week after, we're talking uniforms. You like a minimalist uniform, but you don't like a minimalist logo.
There's a reason why, and you'll have to watch that episode later when we get to it. But there's definitely a reason why. I just don't like
tradition.
There is tradition when it comes to certain things. There are blue bloods that need to stay that way for reasons. But in all honesty, though, like the throwback logos are the tradition.
Isaac, my Yankee fan. Yeah, man. 4 games left. I'm biting my nails. McKenna, I'm gonna throw McKenna a wrench.
Cracker
She doesn't
Barrel
really come in
gentleman.
this
Yeah.
often, but I might as well give her one. Wrench
That's exactly
means
right, McKenna. Cracker Barrel is a prime example of the minimalists ruining the fabric of America, one logo at a time. But thankfully, they've backtracked, right? So
Yep. So let's get into this
Yeah,
now
let's
that
do it.
we're already behind. Barry. Let's see. Saints, Celtics, Houston Colt 45s, and 2 zigzags.
2 zigzags.
Yay! And the Auburn War Eagles. I will say this: Auburn has nice uniforms. Their logo is pretty lame-o. I'm just saying. But yeah,
well,
they do
you
have
know
nice
why
uniforms.
he put that in there.
Oh, I know why they put it. I know why he put it in there. But let's get this thing going. So, Andy, we're going top 4. Yeah, must win tonight. Jays are up 4-0. Absolutely. If y'all saw the New York Knicks older logos, they were pretty bizarre. The Knickerbockers. So let's do this. Top 4. Andy, can you get that video ready? Because I'm not.
I got you. Beautiful bean footage
Top
coming right up.
4 sports logos of all time. Let's get these guys out here. We're already behind. Let's get it. All righty. So, McKenna, I threw you a wrench, which means you're a moderator, which means you can kick people out that you don't like. I know you like having the power. But anyways, power. Yeah. I was thinking She-Ra, did she say that? No, He-Man just said that. Anyways, moving right along. These lists will be interesting, says Dave Bryant Piano. Let's get Dave Bryant out here. So let's do this. We book these things over a month ahead of time usually. And we actually booked this one back in March, Andy, if you remember correctly. Not even March, February. In February, Square Pegs and Mort's Garage came on the show. And were they together? Yeah. The Square Pegs, Mort's Garage, which is the record-breaking highest ever we've ever had. And he said, I want to come on again during sports. Let's do logos. And he said, give me a date in September. So we picked this one. He was all down for it. And then he had work and life happened and he had to jump out. I feel so powerful. All this power is going to my head. That sounds about right. So, and then yesterday he's like, man, I am so sorry. I have to get out. And we've only done the show 3 times without a guest, just me and you, Andy. And then there's only been a couple times that it's just been me and a guest. So we've always had a guest since like episode 7. And so kind of just went on the internet and one of our guys jumped in then. And then I texted the other guy and was like, hey, this was before I didn't have anybody. So both of them at the same time almost responded. 16 in the house. Hello. Say hello. 17. We're getting started. So let's welcome to the show. Number 1, the first guy that messaged me or I messaged is McKenna's in the chat because she wants to see her soon to be husband on March 6th, 2026. Welcome to my future son-in-law, Ethan Strickland, to the house. And there he is. Ethan is a pastor down in the Tallahassee area and with a great church down that way. He's so that might give you some of the roots of where he's coming from because he's a Florida guy. And he loves the state of Florida. So yeah, he loves that. And so let's get the other guy out here because this guy's actually from Georgia and he's in the Augusta area actually. He runs the Augusta Gaming Expo. David's been on the show actually just recently with Poetically Christian Gamer. So welcome, David Bryant Piano. He's in the chat.
Hey
there he
there.
is. And David Bryant is here, and David runs. He's also, well, you're a worship leader, right, David?
Yes, sir.
He's a worship leader. He is in Augusta, runs a gaming convention. So we got a whole lot of spirituality going on in the chat. So everybody, it's fair game. Let's keep the blows above the belt, and we'll
good clean fight tonight, fellas.
Clean fight. But honestly, let's talk about this. So sports logos. Let's start with Ethan. Let's start with David first, because Ethan, you're going to go first. David, You jumped in. You're like, hey, I can get in, but I've got other engagement. Can you push it back? Maybe 8:30, 8:45, 9 o'clock. That's one of the reasons we're starting now. Yep, perfect. Drop in your thing in the chat. That reminds everybody, if you have a wrench, drop your channel so people can come and visit. But let's tell everybody, David, why you might want to be on the show for sports logos. You actually said, can we switch it to baseball? And I was up for that until Ethan jumped in and we're like, hey, Ethan's okay with sports logos. So let's just, if you want to do logos, you can jump in with us. But tell us why you're doing on the show tonight. And also tell everybody about your business, which is the Treasures business. You can tell everybody about Augusta Gaming Expo. You can tell everybody about all your channels. He actually has 2 or 3 different YouTubes that we got to get pumped up. Last time he was here, we didn't really do that, but there's only, I think, like 10 subs on your Augusta Gaming Expo. We have to get that higher than that. Everybody goes up. Religious fanboys in the house. He's going to be on the show soon. Tell everybody about that, and then we'll let Ethan go.
Sure. Great to be on with y'all again tonight, even though it was kind of last minute. So I run, along with a group of friends of mine, we run the Augusta Video Gaming Exposition. Next year will be our 2nd year. We just had our 1st year this past March. We're going to be doing it every spring. I have a nice group of friends who help me plan this and help work with this. This year's going to be a lot bigger than last year. We're going to continue trying to grow the convention, grow the community that's part of it. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Augusta Video Gaming Expo. I'm on YouTube at David Bryant Piano 6003. The David Bryant Piano channel has one video, which is a worship video from another church I was part of previously. And the Augusta Video Gaming Expo is going to be a channel that we're going to be doing our content for the expo. We'll probably do some interviews, some podcasts, and some videos. There's some short videos on there right now about our experience at Siege, and where I got to meet Kirk, which is really, really cool. Got to meet Kirk and Cannon there. Addie's Treasure Chest is a family-owned business. It's named for my granddaughter, Adeline, or Addie as we call her. She is 4 years old, turning 30. No, I'm just kidding. Turning 5 in January. And we are excited to grow the business and grow the convention. I'm excited to be with you all tonight and discuss some iconic sports logos as we go on in the evening.
Yeah, and so you mentioned a great word there. It's one of our favorite words when it comes to the Rushmore Show, and that is iconic.
We love it.
We also like nostalgic. That's also a good word. But we love those 2 words, and that matters big time on how we pick these things tonight. So, Ethan, you're going to go up first.
All right.
But before you go up first, tell me, what is your favorite thing about McKenna?
My favorite thing about McKenna, there's so many, but my
Rushmore of McKenna things.
There's one answer. It's that she has such a cool father.
That is my favorite thing. Absolutely. My second favorite thing is she is so funny. She is so funny. Even though I don't laugh all the time, I laugh in here, right here. She is listen, she is the funniest person I know.
Where is she? I know she's about to comment something.
She's probably
anyways, Ethan, tell us, so how long you been a pastor down there in Florida?
I have been a pastor for 6 years now, youth pastor for 6 years. Moved over here from about an hour away. It was my first position straight out of, actually, I was still in Bible college whenever we moved over. Graduated in 2020 and then went on full-time in October 2020, but started part-time in 2019. And so, yeah, man, I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
So funny story is, Andy, right when he got the position, he's looking to go on a mission trip. So he calls me, right? And I was doing missions at the time. So he's going to come on a mission trip. And he was one of the last people to back out because of COVID. So like all that stuff was happening. And then a couple months, years go by, whatever.
That was a weird year. We brought a team up there COVID year. It was
Yep. Y'all almost probably would have. You were one of the 2 teams that still came. I think he was like one of the last teams that canceled though. But anyways, McKenna joins a part of Cadre, and Ethan goes to Cadre. Now, when he goes to Cadre, after he goes to Cadre, long story short, he comes back and starts serving because he makes a ton of really cool friends that are down there, including my daughter and the group of knuckleheads that hang out at Cadre, and since its history. So there's a little known fact that he was the only call she actually did. So there's that.
And when she made that call, it popped up, maybe Kirk plays on us, and I almost didn't answer.
And she almost didn't answer because our numbers were similar.
Yeah,
and it said might be Kirk, and he actually answered. So that would have been weird. But anyways, so now March 6th, 2026 is a big date down in and that's a Friday, right? So Thursday night, Andy, Thursday night, we'll be doing a show on March 5th, 2026. That's during music month. So we have to
do wedding music.
Wedding
We've
music.
Talked about it.
It's
Rushmore
got to
of wedding songs.
Rushmore of wedding music, March 5th, 26.
I have played many of those, by the way.
Yeah,
there you go.
So that must be what we're going to be doing the night before, Andy.
We'll probably be up there, so it'll be live in studio somewhere.
Live in studio audience, right? So, anyways, let's get this thing going. Ethan, you're up first.
All right.
So you got to give the criteria, kind of like what you were thinking. I know it's last minute, so you've had like less than 24 hours to really put this thing together. And I like the helmets of this, by the way, Andy. I do like their helmets.
I like the field. I like the end zones. Have you seen the end zones?
tortilla thing is really kind of throwing me off a little bit.
That's weird. I do like the helmets, but the end zones are beautiful.
I just like the art style of that logo, to be honest. But anyways, so you're up, Ethan. What were you thinking this last few hours of putting together a list? Why would you pick these? And then you can start off. Our first one is Rosie.
Okay. So criteria I went to thinking, from the South, college football is my main deal. Baseball second, but that word nostalgia that you brought up earlier, I really kind of leaned on that to think about some maybe iconic logos or some logos that meant something great to me. And so I'm throwing it way back to when I was in Little League baseball. Very first baseball jersey I ever wore, very first in coach pitch, very first home run I ever hit was in this jersey. I'm going pre-2016 Colorado Rockies. That is
nice.
Number 4.
Can I tell you what is really funny? Remember when I was giving you an example of what to say? And I used that one specific team? I almost said this team.
I figured.
I literally almost said this team.
Yep.
I was like, but so the Colorado Rockies. So pre.
So we talking just the CR?
Are we talking the mountain with the
before the CR, the one with the mountain with the baseball?
Yeah,
okay,
yep.
so,
I'm about to share my screen because I think tonight we need
cool.
to
So I was just about to do that. Andy, you're going to share your screen. So you're talking about the old Colorado Rockies. Now, y'all wore the purple and black.
So that is beautiful.
It was a purple shirt with this logo on it. So I don't know how the purple showed up, but that was the logo on it. I remember it was the very first home run I ever hit. My grandfather was there. It was awesome. And this was that jersey.
And you hit it because you were wearing a Rockies jersey, because they get the light air. They get all the there
That's
you go.
Right.
There you go. Man, that is a pretty sweet. I love everything Colorado, to be honest. I love Colorado. It's a bucket list place for me to live. Actually, when I was in the Air Force, It was the only place that wasn't southeast that I was trying to move. Oh, I just saw the end zone. So it's like rising sun, huh? Land of the rising sun.
It's the flag. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool. Great to see you. Oh, Papa in the house. Hey, Papa, don't go anywhere. Papa was a Rolling Stone. What's up, everybody? Just fired in real quick. Went to sleep, set up an alarm, wake up. Hey, before he leaves, Papa's going to be on the show in like 3 weeks. Inspirational sports movies. But Papa sent me a prayer request yesterday, or 2 days ago, and he was taking a huge test. All right, it's for promotion for what he does for a living. We'll just go with that. And he's taking this huge promotion test. And this morning, or just a little while ago, he messaged me. He said, "In case, brother, I just wanted to say thank you for all the prayers. Seems like I passed the first part. We only got the answer key, but undoubtedly it's one of the hardest tests I've ever taken. Moving on to the second round. Thanks for your prayers." Bro, that's what we're here for, man. Prayers to you, Papa. Congratulations. I love that you can help support that awesome boy of yours. And we're going to have you on the show here soon. So very soon. So congratulations. And Religious Fanboy says, my top 4 are all black. See, I didn't even venture out of the 4 major sports, Andy. Not like rugby, any of that. I'm in the 4 major sports, but at all levels, from amateur all the way to the professional. But I didn't go outside of that. Rugby, that's awesome. Boise State is a cool logo. They got Fanboy, are you talking about the big Bronco that's just on like one side of the helmet? I'm assuming that's what you're looking at. Baltimore Ravens is an awesome one. That's an ode to quote the Raven nevermore. That's back to the
Edgar Allan Poe.
Allan Poe. And then Greenville University.
It's Greenville, Illinois. I just looked it up.
I've got to look that one up.
There's got to be a personal tie-in to that one because I don't see it. I mean, it's not bad. There's got to be some.
Is there a personal tie-in to that one? Greenville, Illinois Panthers.
It's not bad. It's pretty cool looking, but it's not one that I would have jumped to. But.
So, anyways, David, what do you think about the Rocks? What about the Rockies? You like that logo?
The Rockies are such a part of baseball lore, especially since I started watching in the 90s and everything. Even though I wasn't necessarily the biggest Colorado Rockies fans, I live in Augusta. I'm from Georgia. Obviously, I'm a Braves guy. The Rockies always had a cool logo and cool uniforms to match, and that particular logo was an iconic piece of Major League Baseball at the time it came out, for sure.
Hey, Religious Fanboy, as long as you're not hoping that this is the one. Looks like somebody's like fan art.
There you go.
Yeah.
They're great.
They're great.
Great.
Yeah, the Rockies, man. Good pick. I mean, especially when you tie in.
Hey, also,
there's always
bonus points for this. Look at the aura. Handlebar.
Yes.
And the whole logo over the entire jersey. Bonus.
Larry Walker is very underrated. But that team had some sluggers. They hit a bunch of bombs, but they had a bunch of sluggers. They had Larry Walker, Dante Bichette, Vinny Castilla. They had Moises Alou, I believe. They had Todd Helton. They had Matt Holliday. Dude, that team was freaking powerful.
Larry Walker turning his hat around in the All-Star game was my favorite. Was one of my favorite moments for him.
Love it. Now we got uniforms coming up soon, and a lot of these can almost double in going because their logo helps the uniform, but there are some that the logo doesn't do much for the uniform, and we'll probably handle that. Thank you for all the prayers, brother. Colorado Rockies jersey has always been a sick jersey, especially Todd Helton. Todd Helton was a powerhouse hitter. Yeah, Also, he played. He's from Tennessee. That them Volunteers, and I believe he was either quarterback or something. He played on the football team too. I think he was quarterback. Todd Helton. Anyways, all right, David, you're up next, man. Number 2. We're kind of behind, so let's see if we can't get some moving.
All right. So my criteria was iconic and memorable, nostalgic, stuff that just was great looking. And my list is full of some basketball logos because I thought some of the basketball logos in the 90s were just cool.
Pause. Just pause. Come back. Me and Andy were just talking.
Speaking my language.
We're going to get there.
Basketball and hockey, whoever they hired for their logos, it's just next level. It's just next level. But come on back.
So I'm going to go back to hockey. I changed it, but I'm going to go back to hockey, I think. We're going to go to 1932. There's an iconic logo for a team called the Detroit Red Wings. That I really love. That red against the black or that red against the white jersey. That logo has been there for almost 100 years. I think that's one of the best logos that was created for sure.
I love that. This was when I Googled, because sometimes I just Google. I'm like, hey, what are the top? Am I missing something? This was almost on every list here, and here we go. Boom. This is a couple different ones right here.
Yeah.
But you could see kind of this is what they've been stuck with.
Still really the same design, though, as it's always been.
Yeah.
Look at that. I'm glad they changed their name from the Falcons.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
That's good.
Mysticles in the house. Mysticles, what a great channel. If you like video games, go follow Mysticles. My update. Patrick says Cleveland Indians, number 1. Chief Wahoo. Washington Redskins.
He's definitely not politically correct today, but that's fine.
You're going off. You mean you need the Chiefs and the Blackhawks.
All canceled team, but I like
the Chiefs and the Blackhawks. So Greenville U is in Illinois. Yeah. That's where he got his bachelor's degree, Andy.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I knew there had to be some
Congrats on that. Happy Thursday. Hey, Mysticles. Yeah, this is a good pick. Iconic, right? There's the word. One of the best hockey teams of all time.
Yeah.
As far as fan base, as far as uniforms, as far as championships, as far as just stellar power. It's a good pick. I like it.
Ethan, what do you think about the Red Wings? You a hockey guy?
Not really. But this is, to me, one of the most iconic. Like when you think about hockey, like this is one of those that you see.
I think if anything, if you can have a logo that's essentially the same since 1933,
yeah.
I mean, like, it's up there with the Golden Arches. You know what I mean? Like, it's iconic to that. But yeah, great pick. Like the Red Wings pick for sure. I could go for some wings right now, though. That would be good.
Dude, I'm kind of bummed. Speaking of wings, my school has some of the best wings. If I'm being honest, they're just really good. And just found out that they're canceled. They're on the chopping block. No more wings for teachers.
For budgetary issues? What's the
I'm bummed because they weren't breaded. I'm doing keto and all that. So now instead I get chicken nuggets that are completely breaded. They're not nearly as good. So, I don't know. I don't know what the problem is, but
Can't believe it.
I can't believe it's not wings. So, Andy, you're up.
Yeah. So we were talking before we went live, and I kind of briefly mentioned it in the beginning. All of my picks are going to be throwback ones because I firmly believe there's a handful of logos today that are still good, and a lot of the logos that are still good today basically are throwback logo. I mean, they've been the same logo forever, right? But there's been a lot of these throwback logos that have been ruined, in my opinion, because of this whole move towards minimalism. And I actually did a little reading today. Part of the reason that a lot of things, not just in sports, but just graphics in general, have moved to that minimalist style is apparently it was easier to replicate them in the digital age. You know, I guess it carried over to things that had something to do with it, and then putting it on merch, and just different reasons for that. So either way, I think it's been ruined, and I think that most times when a team does a throwback jersey, throwback merch, throwback something like that, it's awesome. With that said, but the other thing that I did was I said, hey, let's keep it with I'm going to do the big four, right, leagues. So I'm kind of giving you my favorite, essentially, of all three of the big four leagues, right? So with that in mind, my first one,
Wait, pause.
Oh.
You just said all three of the big four. What does that even mean?
Did I say all three? All of mine are the big four.
Three of the big four.
Yeah, well, one of the leagues doesn't really matter, but either way.
Must be that Alabama education.
Well, I didn't even get educated in Alabama, so it is what it is. But anyway, I digress. My Rosie, right off the bat, let me just flip the hat around. 1997 Angels.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It's a hot take because a lot of people, for whatever reason, hate this. I think that this is just nostalgic for me because when I first started getting into the Angels in the outfield, late 90s, this was the look. I love the wing. I love everything about this logo. It's my favorite. It was very short-lived. Again, like I said, 1997. Then they're into the 2000s. They moved red, and they changed everything with that. But I'm going 1997 Angels. Right? It's the Disney Angels logo.
Angels
Jim
in the
Edmonds.
outfield. This is
Jim
Jim
Edmonds all day.
Edmonds. Oh, look, there it is. Just right on time, Papa Bear.
Yeah.
Jim Edmonds all day.
Love Jim Edmonds.
Tim Salmon. Jim Edmonds
Tim Salmon, yeah,
is probably the most underrated center fielder of all time. Underrated.
I just think
he's not the best center fielder of all time, but he's definitely way overlooked.
Now the Angels have had a ton of logos. They've also had a ton of names. They've been the California Angels, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, Anaheim Angels. I mean, so many different things, right?
California Angels.
Yeah, and I have a California Angels cap too back there, but this is the logo that I prefer, the winged one.
Well, I'll just say I kind of knew you were going to pick this because when you swung around to do whatever you were doing on that TV, it showed. And I said, he doesn't really wear that hat very often. Yeah. And he's wearing it for a reason. So, Caleb Thomas, I'm interested to know more about what Ethan knows about hockey. Pretty good pick. Yeah.
Not much, Caleb. Not much.
Papa and Baby Bear say he was a Cub, still have his jersey, and every time I wear, yeah. Cub and obviously a Cardinal. That was a good one too. So I like this pick. This is Angels in the outfield. Yep. I knew you were, when you talk about baseball, this has always been your favorite team. I do like this uniform too, Andy. If you remember this uniform, it was sleeveless. They wore a dark shirt under. It was light blue pinstripes, which it's not very often that a team wears pinstripes other than the Yankees. But this was a like sleeveless pinstripe they were doing back in the 90s.
Mo Vaughn.
Really cool. Yeah. Chief Wahoo. Shrek VR says Chief Wahoo, Redskins, Blackhawks, and Braves. You missed the best one. The Chiefs honorable mention at the end. There it is. And Caleb probably Googled really cool logos and picked the first one.
Look at that.
Yeah,
those uniforms are fire. Dude, is that Mo Vaughn? That's
Mo Vaughn, baby? Look at that linebacker.
Mo Vaughn. One of the most insane swings in all of baseball. That dude,
big man too.
Bro, he swung the hammer. Dude, there he is. Jim Edmonds. What a great uniform. Andy, I'm going to be mad at you if this isn't on your top 4 uniforms next.
I will say this much. I have not put any thought into my list yet, but I will say it is highly likely that I'm going to go completely throwback.
Okay. So what about you boys? Do you like the Angels in the outfield logo?
Yeah, I would definitely say so. That was, I mean, that movie, if it came out in 97, that's what the year I was born. So if that gives you anything. But I did watch that movie a bunch when I was a kid.
I'm finally not the youngest one on the show.
Yeah, I was a teenager when that movie came out, but I loved the uniform. I loved the different look of it. It was certainly different than anything that was going on in baseball at the time, and different than anything that happens in baseball today, really.
Yeah. Again, I think baseball has still, like, there are some logos in baseball that keep that kind of, I don't want to say fun, but like it's a little different, right? But when I just see one that's like the letter C, and I'm sorry, I know I got Papa in here, my bad, sorry, but like, I'm not saying just them. I just don't. It's not exciting,
Right.
And at least the Angels now still has the halo, so there's still a little something to it. But
the thing, I'll say this just for all my favorite teams that are in Georgia, none of those logos made my list.
there you go.
Really?
Yes.
Georgia
Well,
out here.
Well, I'm assuming at least one of them will make.
One will be on the list, but like all my favorite teams in Georgia that
at least one of them will probably make the list tonight.
Yeah, one will make the list tonight, but a lot of the others won't.
Yeah.
All right. Gosh. I guess my turn. Criteria. Let's get to it. So criteria. As you guys see, I was talking about this logo here. I love art. I'm not to be braggadocious, which is a cool word, Andy.
We should make a little sign for that.
Yeah, braggadocious. I love that word. I kind of wanted to go to school to do art and all that stuff. I worked at my nephew's, which made all these shirts, and we helped design this, which was basically for like 10 years we played on this team, and the iconic green logo that had the glove. There's another one. But this was our team. I just love design. I did most of the stuff for the Rushmore Show as far as the art side goes. I really enjoy a witty, very good logo. If it has Easter eggs in it, that's even better. But for this conversation, I went with logos that I love so much that even if I am not a fan of the team, that I would still want to rock their hat or their uniform. Like it's just one of those things. Like it's so either it's iconic or it's just it's a part of the trend, I guess. And there's some logos that I think are just transcending, and I'll have some of those obviously probably on my mountain tonight. But these are all nostalgic. They give me great memories. And my first logo, Andy, I tried to do the big four. There's just another one that jumped in way. I just had to elevate it higher, which knocked off another one. Braggadocious. There it is. Yes, the Broncos was a great logo. PCG is in the house. He's just throwing the Broncos out there because there's a little thing that between the Broncos and the Chiefs. But my first logo is going to be, Andy, this is Rosie, my only hockey logo, right? My only hockey logo. And it's the only jersey I own. And I'm going with.
Oh, good one.
The 1996 to 99, it was the goat head Buffalo Sabres. They called it the goat head because they said the bison it looked more like a goat than a bison. But this logo, I was like, bro, I got to have that. Back then, the Sabres, they ditched the yellow and blue Sabres. It was like the charging buffalo with the crossing sabers. And this was a Dominic Hasek. The Dominator was the goalie. They ended up being pretty dominant in those few years, and so they were really big. And he infamously lost the no goal game. I think it was actually to the Red Wings, wasn't it? Might have been. Let me see. I think it was to the Red Wings. And since you brought the Red Wings up, the no goal game was against.
They're actually playing the Red Wings as we speak.
Yeah. They lost to the Dallas Stars in that. But this jersey is so awesome. And even side note, the B with the saber through it was really cool. The fans did not love this jersey much at all. It got a lot of flack. But it is always an amazing throwback when they go to it. It honestly, this tells you all you need to know about 90s, and it tells you all about hockey. Hockey, to me, it has some of the best jerseys. It has some of the best logos. I would pick more. There is another 2 or 3 very iconic ones. I have a feeling Andy's going to choose one of them. Since he said he's choosing Big Four, he's probably going to take the other one, one of the bigger ones that I like. But this is the one I'm going to go with, man. Dude, I love this jersey to death. Funny story, my nephew that I printed shirts with borrowed this jersey like 3 years in a row for his yearbook picture. It's his yearbook picture, like 3 years in a row. But yeah, there it is. I'm going Buffalo Sabres. The Buffalo Sabres, the only Buffalo Bison that I like. That's for sure.
I love hockey jerseys because, like you said, you just now look like you're in the 90s.
Oh,
like it's so you look like Adam Sandler, you know, like it gives that whole But I was like people hated the Angels, the one that I just mentioned. People hated the you're saying this one. I don't get it. I think it's amazing.
I love it. And
it's returned.
It's awesome.
The goat head. It says Sabres announced return to the goat head logo.
Yeah, it's just awesome. So
I don't mind their current logo. It is nowhere near as cool as that one though.
What's up? Dark Link is in the house. Papa Bear's still hanging around. Zach is in the house. Hockey jerseys and logos are awesome. Yeah. And Shrek, you're absolutely right. They do call them sweaters. But no, seriously, back in the early 90s, the Broncos had the D. Yeah, the D with the snorting Bronco is a really cool logo, the John Elway logo. Man, so what do you guys think about this logo?
Man, the question that I have maybe for you, Andy, like when you look back to these 90s logos, I think everything's kind of going back to that time period now. When you look at it back then when it first came out, that's what I wonder about, like the hate it gets back then versus the the love that people have for them now.
No, I see that. I think it's definitely nostalgia that makes it up for a lot of us. But I don't know how many like current fans, like younger fans, let's say, who would feel as strongly about it.
Right.
I just, man, yeah, it's like they're taking my childhood away. You know, like I said, when you pass, yeah.
I was gonna say, to me, there's just so much more creativity with some of those logos, honestly.
Yeah.
So wait, Papa Bear, you said Rob Roy, or is that Rob Ray?
Rob Ray.
Oh yeah, Rob Ray. I thought you were talking about Patrick Waugh, and Rob Ray is a totally different thing. Sorry. But anyways, yeah, the hockey just has really cool stuff, man. A lot of the logos are next level. They're very intricate. This one's interesting with this whole little kind of how it kind of tapers off right here. But yeah, I've had this for I
didn't even know you had that.
I've had it for like 30 years. And look, it's not long enough. Like it doesn't fit anymore, really. I have outgrown it.
Your arms have lengthened over the years.
Augusta used to have a hockey team. We're finally getting one back in 2027. East Coast Hockey League team.
All right.
Yeah, the movie Goon was about him. Goon is a great movie. Top 4 sports logos tonight, hockey jerseys. Yeah. So not knowing anything about it, it looks awesome. It's my favorite colors too. So black and red. Oh yeah, dark link. Yep, favorite colors. All right, so that's my first pick. 15 people in the chat. Drop your channels if you're watching and say hello to everybody. Everybody go sub each other. Hit the like before you head out and drop your top 4 before you head out. So, all right. So, Ethan, you're up again. What's your third favorite pick of all time?
So,
we call him DJ Jazzy Jeff.
DJ Jazzy Jeff. Okay, so for my third pick, I'm actually going to stick with hockey. All right, even though I'm not a big hockey fan, couldn't tell you much about hockey. Shout out Caleb in the chat. This one is a iconic hockey logo to me nostalgic as well. Maybe because it was one of my favorite movies growing up, but I'm going to go with the Mighty Ducks.
There it is.
Mighty.
There it is.
Yep.
One of the most iconic in my life.
It also was a great cartoon, Andy.
Absolutely.
Right?
And a great Burger
On
King
Disney
toy.
Channel. It had the same. It was in the same world as DuckTales and and Darkwing Duck.
I had the action figures, but do you remember? Was it Burger King that gave it out as a toy, or was it McDonald's? It was. I don't think it was McDonald's. I think it was Burger King. But there were the little hockey pucks. It was the duck body on it. Those were cool.
Andy, pull that logo up.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to.
They
Mighty Duck.
Researching it, they just kind of, I guess, in the past few years, brought it back, changed it a little bit.
This year or last, 2024. 2024, yeah. 24, 25.
So
back, they changed a little bit of the color scheme now, but I mean, same. Like you could see, look at that. I mean, so this here is the new one. It's it's got the brown and like reddish in it, but this.
Yeah, I mean, that's just.
So that first one is the iconic one. Yeah. So the first one is the iconic one. The one that is second to last, that one is reminds me of Donald Duck. But the one down at the bottom right, that's like the cartoon. So that the one down here, that's kind of what the guys look like. The Mighty Ducks. Let's go. Yeah, there it is.
But here's your thing.
Do you have the green jersey though?
This is my point right here. If you can see this.
The green jersey. Pull up the green jersey.
But real quick, look at this. Look at what happened. They had everything right. And then somewhere along the way, somebody came and said, hey, let's take away all the cool things about this logo and change it completely.
Yeah.
What?
That D, it looks like a stingray.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
And make it a foot. How about we just make it a duck foot?
Yeah.
We want to make it a duck foot.
The green jersey? Yeah. Look at this bad boy right here.
So
there we go.
Good.
Okay, look at this.
I have that jersey. I should have brought it.
That is beautiful. I don't like the duck as much, but it is iconic.
There it is.
The duck looks very unassuming. But yeah, this is a good pick. This is a really good pick.
Yeah. Emilio. That was the Mighty Ducks in the NHL logo. Yeah. Agree 100%. David, the movie is one of the best. So we've already done. So Andy, we did football movies, we did baseball movies, we did basketball movies, we did extreme game movies, and then we did sports movies that weren't those three movies.
We can't have a ton of guests because Benjamins are impossible for that for me.
Yeah, so movies? There aren't that many hockey movies after this series.
Mighty Ducks 1, Mighty Ducks 2,
Slapshot,
Mighty Ducks 3.
Goon, Goon, Miracle, Goon, Mighty Ducks 1, 2, 3, and 10. And what's the one, Lake Erie or whatever, that one? Other than that, I'm like at a loss. Like I'll say, there's like six.
If we did that,
we will never get through
on there just because they're playing hockey in the street. Game on.
But all those movies are good. Slapshot's good. Goon's good. They're all good.
What do y'all think about the knuckle puck?
All right, David, you're up.
Yeah.
All right.
Mighty Ducks.
Love the Mighty Ducks. Well, mine's going to basketball next. And I'm going to an expansion team from 1996.
David, you're up.
He's talking.
1996, I'm going to the first of two Canadian teams, or one of them. The original logo for the Toronto Raptors.
I love this.
The red dinosaur with the white and purple uniform dribbling a basketball. There was something about that logo that not only screams 90s, but also screamed for the NBA to get the rest of their logo game on. This is so far and above, and the other team as well, which might get mentioned later, spoilers for that. But that Toronto's Raptors logo, oh, there it is. One of the best of all time.
It is It is truly a really cool logo. I really think that this is probably going to show up on the uniforms. This is just probably going to show up on the uniform, at least in the honorable mentions. It's definitely going to show up. My favorite is that purple one that had like a kind of a grayish black pinstripe on it. It reminds me of Tracy McGrady.
Slam dunk contest. That's all I see.
Yeah, man. Or Vince Carter.
Vince Carter was mine.
VC.
Yeah. So good pick. I wasn't sure if that's going to make it tonight, but I will say it is super iconic as far as this is 90s basketball. This is it. And before the show, I even mentioned it. The Raptors, along with like the T-Wolves, the Grizzlies, all those teams had this like interesting like border on their jerseys, and the logo was in the border too. So it was like just a bunch of times. 90s jerseys were just crazy in basketball. So good pick.
These also look great on starter jackets, if anybody remembers those in the 90s.
Hold on.
You had to say it. You had to say the word starter jacket because now
I sure did.
He's changing it and he's bringing it out.
Yep, there you go.
There it is, baby. There's the starter jacket. There it is.
They may need some new starters.
They do need some new starters. Maybe Alvin Kamara.
That's what I'm
And
hearing. We're just telling everybody, apparently.
There are too many logos and color schemes in 90s basketball that look great on starter jackets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. The starter jacket did make logos pretty prominent. Man, speaking of logos and football and all those things, this game is pretty boring. 14-3 halftime. It's a snooze fest. So, anyways, yeah, man, good pick. Do you like Ethan? Do you like this logo? This is prime. This is prime basketball right here, man.
Yeah, I mean, this was again, when I was a child or before I was born. So, I mean, but you talk about the starter jacket, and that's what I see. Like this logo, I'd see teenagers wearing this today because
Ethan, what year were you born? 97. So this is right when you were born, probably.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. This is. I don't know when this logo came out exactly, but I'm sure it came out right around then.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Came out 95 to 2008. They had this logo actually.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Good pick, man.
Well, I think this is so great that.
Yes,
I'm Crushmore right away, and that's why I left the graphic up there because we just looking at it. This is, and you said it perfectly, David. This is 90s. I think Kirk, you said it. This is 90s basketball. It's not just the logo. The logo is fantastic, right? The actual Raptor on there, but the contrasting colors. I love purple and red together. If you and Kirk, you know this, but we had a team here in the Arena Football League, the Voodoo, that had that color scheme, and it's just an absolutely amazing one. That may be mentioned later in Benjamin's, or maybe it'll make yours. Who knows? But this Raptors jersey, this Raptors logo is the quintessential 90s everything. But
there it is.
I mean, like,
yeah.
Look at this.
Look at those.
I mean, just
Marcus Camby. Nice. Marcus
I love
Camby.
this. I love
Camby, Vince Carter.
Now, how do you feel about that one right there, Andy?
which one we talking?
The half and half.
I'm not a fan, but I don't think that's a legit.
But I do like the TR. I do like the TR jacket logo. I like it.
Yeah. That's cool. That's 90s.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Good pick.
I'm not big on the two-tone, but hey, to each his own.
All right, so my turn.
Toronto Raptors. That's my next one.
My turn. I mean, we've already kind of talked about the Raptors. Great pick. It's terrible. Grizzlies was better in my opinion, but I have an even better 90s basketball logo. It was the quintessential starter jacket, the Charlotte Hornets from the 1990s. Grandmama Muggsy Bogues, Alonzo Mourning. This is my next pick. My number 3, the Charlotte Hornets from the 90s. I had this jersey. I had this jacket. Actually, I had 2 of these different kinds of jackets.
Awesome.
There it is.
That
Look
color
at-
scheme too is beautiful.
So Hugo the Hornet. I was so stoked when we got the Charlotte Hornets in New Orleans. And I was like, yes, that logo with that uniform. And like many, I was not excited that they changed the name of the Pelicans. I totally understand why. I'm not going to get into that. And I understand why we're going to give the Hornets back to the Hornets' nest of Charlotte and why that's so important when that went down. But the color schemes, the actual Hornet, Hugo the Hornet, the mascot, man, this was my 90s right here. And Alonzo Mourning and Grandmama was like my favorite team to play in NBA Jam. And
Larry Johnson, Alonzo Mourning.
I had the button-up starter with this, and I had the pullover starter. I don't know what happened to either one of them. It makes me upset. Speaking of that, Papa Bear. Speaking of it, Papa Bear, if he's still in here, Papa Bear sent me a picture about 3 or 4 months ago. We were talking on the phone. He sent me a picture of his starter collection, Andy. Papa, if you're still here, tell me how many starters do you have? I think he has – I'm not even going to try and challenge it because I'm probably either going to way overshoot it just because I'm trying to do it too much or I'm going to really undershoot it. But, yeah, I'm going Charlotte Hornets 1990s version. Not the new one. Oh, and my son, by the way, gave me a bunch of his cards to kind of show off. Wait, let me make sure I don't show off any of my next ones. Yeah, I'll just show these. But he gave me a bunch of the Hornets cards that he was – their new logo is really cool, but it is not –
It's not the same.
Nearly,
there's not as much character.
It's not nearly as cool as this one.
Yeah.
Gonna have to get going. PCG, love you, man. Yeah, praying for you, praying for your wife. Dark Link says the 1968 Miami Floridians is just a classic. Not that I was around then, but the logo is just something else. Mint. I don't know this logo.
I don't know that logo either.
I'm gonna pull it up. But while I'm pulling it up, Andy, we're halfway. Oh wait, what do you guys think about the Hornets?
It was 1 or 2 right off the list. So it is now going to be off the list later when we go into the Benjamins, of course, later on. But
here's the Miami Floridians.
It was so that Charlotte Hornets logo and jersey were just the best. It's one of the starter jackets I also had back in the 90s. It looks so cool just with that white and purple. That white and purple just works so well together.
The 1968 Miami Floridians. Let me zoom in on that thing.
It's not a bad-looking logo, by the way.
What is that? Is that just a bald-headed dude?
It's an
That's
orange.
Hilarious.
It's an orange.
He's very orange. Here, I got it. Oh, it's a kid. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I've never seen that logo. Thanks for showing us that, PC.
Cool.
Dark Link. Thanks for showing us that, Dark Link. Well, look, Ethan, do you like the Hornets?
Yeah, I mean, it's a sick logo. I mean, I've honestly, if we're being honest, never seen it. I think, again, you get back further than when I was born, and I'm going to have a hard time. So, but I think
because they changed it, and it's not that way anymore. But I wish it was. But yep, cool logo. So halftime,
a lot of creativity. I think, like when you look back into the 90s, I think you were talking about this earlier, Andy, like the creativity that they had back then, it just feels different. It feels
definitely.
It feels like they were all created with AI nowadays.
Yeah.
And like back then somebody was sitting and drawing and actually like thinking the character and everything.
Yeah.
So when I was a senior in high school, maybe a junior, I was in art class, and a part of art class in high school is you do some art pieces that you're going to try and sell in the art show, right? And then some of the art pieces were just freaking amazing. Well, I ended up entering my Charlotte Hornet logo. I drew the Charlotte Hornets logo. I drew it and bordered it and everything. I have it somewhere probably. And because it didn't sell, if you didn't catch that. And then, but yeah, I love the Hornets so much then. Let's do halftime, Andy. Let's do our commercial. We're right at an hour, so perfect timing. But we are behind because we're an hour behind. So usually this is about the time we're moving into the end of our show. So let's see if we can get through this. First off and foremost, thank you guys for being here. I put it in the chat earlier. Rushmore reboot.weebly.com. Rushmore reboot.weebly.com is I'm gonna have to call it a day. Have fun tonight. All right, Patrick, man. See you soon, man. Thanks for being here. Rushmore.reboot.weebly.com. It is our website. We have put in a lot of work there, just adding a bunch of stuff. And I am for remembrance of Charlie. Wait, by the way, shout out to @Andy for the remembrance of Charlie. Oh, yeah. The Charlie Kirk thing. So that's, yeah, absolutely. So if you're new here, we're both Christian. So we fall in that line because here's the deal. Andy, we need our border because I'm about to point. So we have I have put together a list of resources for nerd and geek ministries. And we are well over 100 now. I think we're almost to 120, like 100 and something 14, 15, 16 different nerd ministries that either are in some kind of form of pop culture, weebs, geeks, gamers, whatever it may be, convention ministries, found just a ton of really cool stuff that we're partnering with. It's going to be on that website. So if you want it, you can have it. It's a free resource to kind of link up with all of these amazing places. Things like finding anime and God, finding God in anime, finding God in video games, Love Thy Nerd. There are so many places. There's the website. And it's a good place to enjoy. There's our origin story. Talks about reboot, fantasy football, whatever. So Ben is in the house. Ben Robert. Speaking of convention life, Ben is the proprietor, the owner, the director, all the other cool, amazing titles of right there, St. Tammany Collectors Con. And actually, Andy, if you click that St. Tammany Collectors Con, it goes to St. Tammany Collector Con website. I think it's their Facebook. Yep. And you can get all the information. And right now we have Augusta David on, which there's the Augusta Video Gaming Expo, which if you click on that, it will go to David's website and so on and so forth. But we get an opportunity to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ in convention life. These guys partner with us. They welcome us to these amazing places. I told you I love logos. Check that logo out. That is a freaking fire logo. But we love just hanging out with people that are unreached people group. If I'm being honest, nerds are kind of overlooked. If you go to our Facebook group today, I shared 3 or 4 different articles, recent articles that have to do with this kind of ministry. We get to hang out. You get to see all of our hosts. So if you've ever been a host, you're in that list right there. Ethan, you're in there. And David, you're in there. And Papa, you'll be on there soon. And it just shares all the hosts that have ever been on our show. And with that being said, we just love what we do and hanging out with you guys. But one of our favorite things is at Reboot, we get to use nerdy parables and we get to preach the gospel through stories like Jesus did from his time with stories of our time. Things like powering up with the word of God, like obviously a super mushroom, or having a sidekick like R2D2, redemption story like Darth Vader. So these are different things that we get to do. Andy, another thing we get to do is hang out with our friends at Culture Box. And speaking of Culture Box, one of our good friends, Retro Rerun Podcast, dropped Junkyard Juggernauts as a Kickstarter, and it didn't fully fund. It got to about 70% of the funding. And so now he just released it without the funding. I'm going to jump on one of those copies here soon. But let's share one of our friends from Culture Box, Andy, and then just jump right in and share one of our friends share our coffee friends. And then we'll get back to the show.
Yep. Let's check out our friends over at the Cellcast.
The Cellcast hosts Jacob and Drew review animated movies and TV shows, discussing what they appreciate about the medium in whatever form it takes, whether it's a traditional hand-drawn animated movie, claymation shorts, or a 3D CGI series. Check out some animated reviews when you subscribe to The Cellcast at thecellcast.podbean.com. And don't forget, Cell is spelled with a C and a single L at thecellcast.podbean.com.
Let's face it, at-home coffee can be pretty stale. Coffee at home doesn't have to be boring. The Village Coffee is here to deliver the flavor. The Village Coffee roasts coffee every week and sells online. Go to villagebeans.com to order your coffee today and use discount code Rushmore for free shipping.
Yeah, there it is, man. Free shipping. And hopefully pretty soon we'll have a Rushmore blend.
Hey, so we say this a lot. The Village Coffee has a YouTube. And
Yes.
you should go check it out because they have really awesome content that like educates you about coffee. It's super awesome. Go check them out. But comment on one of their videos because I work with the guy. Like he's a coworker of mine. And I always say like, hey, did somebody comment? Comment on it and say, we need a Rushmore roast on any video. It doesn't matter what video. Just find a video from the Village Coffee.
I'm about to put it in here.
You're putting it in there? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think there's a few things called the Village Coffee on there, but if you go
it's they actually just broke 100 subs.
Yeah, 108.
Yay.
So this is
congratulations to them. The Village Coffee Com is what they are.
Yeah, this is it right.
Okay. It tricks your brain into thinking that you're not tired, and that's a very different thing.
There they are, man.
Breaking down what caffeine really does to your body. How it
does education on it. It's really cool. It's really cool. You guys should go check it out.
Everybody go sub and tell them you are so excited to taste the new Rushmore blend. Just go drop that.
It's not a blend yet, but I'm trying to get him to do it.
We're trying to
get enough people to get enough people to comment on it. You have to do it, right? Isn't that kind of what happens?
So, all right.
And
well, let's
order
get
coffee
back.
while you're at it. His coffee is great.
Yeah, order coffee too.
My
The coffee
favorite's
is really
Mexico.
good. My favorite was the Brazil, which is now. Tell me, it's called
Common Ground. It's called Common
Ground. That's
but
my favorite.
Sweet Siesta Mexico is my favorite.
Hey, Prime is in the house. Hello, Prime. Prime's a good guy. He treats us well around here, and just awesome contributor to the community. So everybody say hello to Prime, and thanks for being here, buddy. So Ethan, you're back up. You're back up, and this is number 2 on your mountain, which is what we call Link for Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln. Kyler's going deep. Missed it by a mile.
I was muted. These last 2 are going to be close to my heart. You know, born in 97. So for the past 28 years, there's 2 teams that I have held near and dear to my heart. And this first one is actually pretty near you, Kirk, and maybe you guessed this, but I'm going with the team that had my favorite baseball player growing up, Chipper Jones. I'm going with the Atlanta Braves.
Atlanta.
So
Braves.
which logo?
I'm going with the
The A with the tomahawk?
Yeah, the Braves with the tomahawk. Like to me, that's iconic. I mean, you can go back, but again, that was before my time. But that like Braves with the tomahawk, like that's just. It's That's right.
We like doing that, right?
That's right. There's somebody brought it to Atlanta. I'll talk about it later, but
Yeah, but there's another team that's brought a lot of championships with it recently too. Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you.
So, anyways, hey, what's up, Shrek? Shout out to Ohio 17-3 Hawks. Yeah, so let's Atlanta Braves. Now, so you like the Braves script with the hawk?
Yeah.
Or do you like the A with the tomahawk? Which one you going with?
The Braves script.
Script with the tomahawk. Yeah. That's so iconic.
That's a great logo.
So
It's a super great. I don't like just the A. I mean, not that I don't like it. I like the other one much better.
I don't like the A with the tomahawk because it just looks way off balanced. It doesn't look right.
The problem with the A is, especially down here, people think it's Alabama. I'm like, no, it's not Alabama.
Right. So just the A without the tomahawk gets interfered with Alabama.
Yeah.
The A with the tomahawk, very lopsided. It just looks weird.
I like how the tomahawk with the script, it's like underlined. Like it's
I like that.
That's a cool look. That's a cool look.
I like that. Yeah. And then, man,
I do like the one, and I don't know, is that official? The one that just says the A? I like adding the.
That is the one they wear on
cool.
on the like blue and whitish
jersey.
Jersey.
Saturday.
That's a pretty cool one, actually.
Yeah, about the A. Yeah. It has the on their sleeve. It has the feather on that one. It's like a feather pattern. It's pretty cool. I think David's gonna want to speak on this. He said he didn't pick it, but this is his favorite team, I believe.
Yeah, this is my favorite baseball team, and I love the Braves with the tomahawk under it, or even on the center bottom, the Atlanta with the tomahawk under it.
Yeah, that one.
I'm not necessarily a fan of the A with the tomahawk. I think you're right, Kirk.
Now,
it does look off
Andy,
balance.
That one all the way down at the bottom, to like 3 over. That is 80s glory. That's what I think of from the 80s.
It looks like a meme. It looks like a meme.
But it looks cool. It looks like a good meme. It looks like a cool meme.
It looks like you would put that, like, I don't even know in what context, but like to react to something. I don't know. But yeah, I like the double tomahawk right up here, middle row.
Yeah, that is cool. That's really
I don't know
cool.
how official that is. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, this is a really good pick.
Stuff that have that. That's kind of like a side patch, I believe.
Yeah, that's
Braves,
a really good
man. Braves. I'll tell you this:
Absolutely.
This is the only Atlanta. That's a lie. It's not the only Atlanta team because I do like the Georgia Swarm, but which is the lacrosse team here. But this is the only Atlanta team that I will even cheer for. All the other ones, go.
Well, being in Louisiana and not having a majors team, there's a lot of Braves fans even here in Louisiana. Like
my best friend.
So
my best friend from high school. This is after Kevin. Kevin was in the chat earlier. This is before you, Andy. This is the guy that was best man in my wedding. His name was Rudy. We had hats. We kind of had matching hats. He had a Braves hat. I had a Yankees hat, and it was the dude. Where's your car? Remember the tattoo on the back? Yeah. Dude, what's mine say? Sweet. What's mine say? Yeah. So mine said sweet Yankees, right? And his said dude Braves. And they like my wife and his wife got it like embroidered. And he was a huge Braves fan. And we used to kind of go at it 95, 96. Kevin's still here. Awesome. So 95, 96, Rudy had that. And we would go at it with those Braves. And Braves were on all the time. TBS, TNT, they were on all the time. The Braves kind of knew you were going here. Kind of because I know you. And I wasn't sure if you were going to think it was a good logo though, but I do like it. I do like it.
I mean, I think like you can compare it to other logos and say it's kind of bland, but to me it's it's iconic. Like it, and for me growing up, like I had a signed picture of Chipper Jones in my bedroom, and it was after he hit home run. He had the Braves logo. Like it's my childhood.
Yeah, to me, it's in my teen years and going into my adult years when I think of two players who both played for one team for their entire career, who are both all-stars and Hall of Famers. And the two I think of are Chipper Jones for the Braves and Derek Jeter for the Yankees. Those are the two I think of automatically.
Also, Chipper Jones couldn't have been anything else other than a baseball player. I mean, you can't have another job. Like, that just is a baseball name.
Yeah.
Here's a fun fact. A guy here in my hometown in Georgia, he runs a baseball team that's Cannon's age level, and his real life name is Chipper Jones.
Let's go.
His real life name is Chipper.
I may have to convince McKenna when we get to that point.
Well, your last name is not Jones.
I know, but it's
middle name. You can legally change.
You can name him Larry. You can name him Larry Lawrence.
Larry Wayne Jones Jr.
Yeah. Hey, so fun fact. My senior year, Rudy and Barrett, my best friends that I was talking about, they played on one of the first travel teams I had ever known, and I went down to play with them a few times. And we went down to Okaloosa Walton Community College, and we played the Okaloosa Walton junior college team. And there was this little-known guy named Larry Jones on that team, and he hit 4 back-to-back-to-back bombs off of us. So, yes, I got to be on the same field with Larry Jones one time or another. But good pick. David, you're up. Who are you going with your link?
I am going with I'm going with the other expansion team. You mentioned the Charlotte Hornets earlier, but I can't get past that Vancouver Grizzlies logo from the expansion.
Oh, well,
era.
Shrek is here. And Shrek says that's the best one. Shrek says that's the best one.
I think the Vancouver Grizzlies logo, just like the Raptors logo, was so far ahead of its time and so iconic. And again, a message from the two Canadian expansion teams to the rest of the NBA.
I really love the colors of this jersey. Yes.
Oh yeah, the green and the brown and black bear clawing the basketball.
Yeah. Yes, the Grizzly kills. I agree.
Yeah, that one on the top left is my favorite of that. And that bear clawing the basketball is just absolutely cool.
Yeah, and
and it's another thing. Look at how it has been ruined.
Yeah.
What did they do? Yeah, this was a Benjamin only because I picked one from each league. But I mean, I said it before. I could have done 4 NBA team logos for my picks and been happy.
Oh, I could have had 4 NBA logos.
Yeah, what I love is the fact that they got 2 Canadian teams for the expansion teams.
I've never been to Memphis. I assume there's Bears, but it feels more Vancouver to be Grizzlies, correct?
Yeah, it feels more Vancouver, Canada kind of.
Memphis should be the Showboats, which is what the Steamboats, which is what they
That's like the XFL, isn't it?
Yeah, way back when.
USFL or whatever, one of those.
Memphis, dude, can I just say something? Memphis for a southern town in now that's cool. That right there, that just Vancouver Grizzlies without the bear.
Oh yeah.
It looks like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
yeah,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Everything about this logo was perfect. Just the name of the team by itself.
So Andy, pull that jersey. Pull that jersey right there. It's an awesome jersey. This is Big Country Bryant Williams. Pull that one up.
Yeah,
There it is.
Look at the trim.
So look at the sleeves, the trim. That's what I'm talking about.
That is so good.
Who's that? Sean Marion? No, I don't know who that is. Is that Sean?
No,
Marion?
that's not Sean Marion. I can't remember who that was though.
I can't really tell. But that's a good jersey, man. Andy, they killed it when they went to Memphis. So what I was going to say is Memphis is a for being a Southern Tennessee town, it is not a beautiful place to be. Memphis is a crap hole, if I'm being honest. I can't think of a better word. Like than still being PG. It is a piece of trash. Sugarland Space Cowboys have the coolest logo. Now I have to look this up because this one's not even on my radar. Sugarland Space Cowboys.
I mean, it sounds great. Is that's
fantastic.
like minor league baseball?
Yeah, minor league baseball is just awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
By the way, the player you're referring to that was wearing number 3 is Sharif Abdur-Rahim.
Rahim, yes. Sharif Abdur-Rahim.
There we go.
Dude, I have seen this. That
He was
is
the
a
third
really
pick in
cool-
the 96 draft.
That is a really good. It reminds me of Silverhawks.
It reminds me of Daft Punk.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That is interesting. I
We're
like
up
that.
all night to get home. We're up all night to get home. Yeah.
All
That's, stronger, stronger, faster. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think I
Andy.
could also do minor league baseball as
So-
all of those.
Hold
Oh,
on,
if we-
Ethan. You weren't old enough to know the Raptors, you said. No, you weren't old enough to know the Hornets. You did know the Raptors. Do you know the Memphis Grizzlies?
The Memphis Grizzlies, yes. I didn't know they were the
Or
Vancouver.
the Vancouver Grizzlies, I should say.
I
Yeah.
did not know they were the Vancouver Grizzlies. No.
How long were they Vancouver? Because the expansion was when?
2002.
Oh, really?
It's when they moved to
2001 or
Memphis.
2002.
Yeah, that makes sense. And
That
they
was
were
a short-
Vancouver. They expanded to Vancouver when?
So you were like 5 when they
Yeah,
Yeah,
moved.
that was not part of our kindergarten.
So only 6 years in Canada.
Yes,
Yeah.
only 6 years in Vancouver before they moved to Memphis, and then Memphis, I think, only had them for a few years before they changed the logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I do see Memphis Grizzlies in this style. But it's another minimalist thing. I don't think Memphis Grizzlies logo is that bad. I just think when you see it next to what it was, it's totally like,
Oh, it's just night and day.
It's lost
Yeah.
its character.
yeah, it lost all of its. Yeah.
All right,
Anyway.
Andy.
Yeah, so for my next one, I don't know if anybody's going to crush more with this one. This actually, I don't even know was the official logo. It's kind of an alternate logo. It is throwback, but I love it because when I see the logo, this is my NFL throwback. I just hear the
There's one jersey I want to pick.
like that's what I hear. You know,
I have a feeling you're going to pick the one I want because it's awesome.
I don't know if maybe, but let's just be real. I'm a homer, and I'm going to do it. I'm picking Sir Saint from the Saints.
Oh no, I would
This
not
logo
pick Sir Saint.
right here, Sir Saint. Looks like the Little Caesars pizza guy, but man, this was really cool because this was actually from 67 inception year to 84. They were running this, and then it has made its comeback in recent years. This was not the official logo. It's actually the mascot too. You'll see him there, but Sir Saint is one of my favorite throwback logos out there. I love the fleur-de-lis, but the fleur-de-lis being incorporated on Sir Saint. It gives me the vibes of like Rocky and Bullwinkle, and like
The bad guy.
what's the racing
Dick
name?
Dastardly.
Yeah,
Dick
yeah.
Dastardly.
Yeah, Dick Dastardly from Wacky Races.
Wacky Racers. That's exactly what this makes me think of, and I
Him
love-
and Gumbo together is Dick Dastard is Mutt and Dastardly.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Drat, double drat, and even a triple drat.
Yeah. So I'm going Sir Saint again. I don't know if anybody.
Hey, so
else
I
is
would
on the
not.
radar.
This was not on my radar, but I have that exact picture, the second one down, with the shield on the back of my Jeep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love Sir Saint. That's a good one. I didn't have this on my radar at all. I'll be honest. I like the Saints uniform. That's what you think.
That was me. But it's back, baby. It's back.
I like
Dylan, that's
the
great.
Saints. I like the Saints as a uniform. It might show up for me next week or the week after or whatever. But as a logo, the fleur-de-lis, I always wished we would kind of redo it, to be honest. It's iconic now. It's one of those ones, please don't touch, because it's been so long. But it's kind of boring. It's a flower, for goodness sakes, and it's not even a real flower. I don't know. It's first off, we're named the Saints. Second off, our logo is a flower. Like, that's not very intimidating. But our jerseys are next level, though. The black and
They're
gold.
top tier, and I'm a
black and
homer,
gold is
and I
top
get
tier.
it. But they are top tier, especially the white on whites.
So,
I mean,
Shrek, I agree, it is a mascot, but that particular logo used to be
There's a
the
side patch.
logo they put back in the day right here, the shield. So, all right, well, good pick. I'm gonna go. All right, so here, the next one on my mountain, Andy, we kind of joked earlier, and you were saying something, and I was like, yep, 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 you're right. You said that there was a particular logo that has never changed. And we were just talking about with the Saints. There's also, if you turn it upside down, it also is something that
leave it there. Leave it there.
Yeah. But I'm going to go with, I didn't have this starter jacket, but I had this starter baseball jersey. And actually, I looked it up the other day. It's like $120. And I almost was like, Brittany, can I buy this? It's a starter jersey. And I had 3 starter jerseys. I had this one. I had a White Sox one, and I had this one, a White Sox one, and obviously I had a Yankees one. But this particular one, and I also, the logo was really big on the back, and I drew it quite a bit. I used to draw this logo. To me, it's one of the best logos. It's super iconic. It's not a goat, but the goat played on the team. And I'm going with the Chicago Bulls logo. It's just gorgeous. Yeah. And to me, there it is. I mean, like that, it's just awesome. So, Andy, pull up starter button-up pinstripe baseball jersey or something like that with the Bulls.
That is the most iconic logo probably ever.
None of those. No. It's going to be jersey, not jacket. Don't put jacket. Put jersey. Yeah. That one right there. That, not the one that says bull. That one. But I had the white one, and on the back is the bull, really big. It says, it just says Bulls. Yeah, kind of like that. But it just says Bulls on the chest. But it was huge, and I used to rock that every freaking day to school. I wore it out, and it's like $120 now, the actual one that I had. But dude, the Bulls. It is 90s. It is 80s. It is iconic to me. Going with Bulls.
When I see this, I just think.
And I use the music. I used the music on our Instagram this week.
Yeah.
Which
That's
is
the other team
what
I
is
played
it?
with on NBA Jam.
Parsons Project. Yeah.
I went to a wedding. And
That they came out for that?
Maybe it's not too late to just throw this at least out there as an option. I went to a wedding years ago from with a family member. And for the reception, when they brought back in the wedding party, they played the Chicago Bulls song. And that's how they introduced everyone back into the room. And they
I can tell you what's not
and
happening
it
at
was
the
so
reception.
cool.
I can
It was
tell
so
you what's
cool.
not happening at the reception. I can
Come
just tell
on,
you.
man.
I'll pitch anything. I will pitch anything.
You just throw it out there. I mean, all that worst can happen is to get shut down.
Yeah. I might just tell the DJ.
I can
I'm
tell
like,
you, it's shut down.
If that doesn't happen, it's how I'm getting out of the vehicle to get.
Shut
I'm
down.
blaring it to get out of my vehicle.
We'll just wait until whenever you're ready to leave. We'll just have the DJ play it.
Just
Yeah,
for
that's
me.
it. Well, we'll play that when we leave.
Introducing.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. This is a great logo, though. This was definitely. I mean, it's a It's a
This is
Benjamin
timeless
again.
and classic for sure.
Yeah, it's like
This is the one that it's like you can't touch this logo. You know what I mean?
MC
Like
Hammer.
you just it's untouchable. There's certain logos that are out there that I feel like should never be changed. I don't feel like the Pittsburgh Steelers can ever be changed. I don't feel like
Which
the
is
Raiders.
interesting. The one-sided helmet. Yep.
It's just classic. The Raiders, the Bulls are up. You know, like there's just these untouchable.
There's always a few of them that change just a little bit. Like, okay, we just changed. Feel like maybe the Seahawks did that. I'm seeing the Seahawks. I think they only
changed quite a bit, but not tremendously, I guess.
But it's still the same bird. They just changed like the color went from that one whatever to this.
I want to say like the Vikings haven't changed too much.
Which, if
Just
we ever
slightly.
did like greatest experience, I think I would. That whole
Goal. I hate it personally because of what they've done.
I hate it personally, but dude, if you were a fan, it would be really cool. All right,
That's like
so
the Houdat
we are to the George, the number one.
Yes.
Ethan, if anybody knows you, this has got.
I already have it written down, so I'm waiting to see if I'm
I mean, there
correct.
can't be anything other than you picking this.
Yeah, I mean, this is if you're on here and you know me, if you have any idea, if you see us on Facebook, you know that this is. Listen, I have been a fan of this team since I was born. Both my parents went to school here. It's bred into me. First game, I was like a month and a half old, and I've gone to almost every home game since then. Last year, we had a rough season. Last year, it was rough. This year, it's looking good.
Y'all beat Alabama.
We beat Alabama. We're fixing to beat Miami. We're going to beat Virginia tomorrow night, and we're going to take it to the playoffs. I'm going with the Florida State Seminoles. But
And then they lose
The
to
other
LSU.
top team.
we're going back to that logo right there in the center, pre-2014, the original logo. Yep,
Right here.
right there. So
Yeah.
in 2014, after we won the national championship, they changed the logo. It's grown on me. I like it now, but there was a lot of pushback for that because, like, you see, like, to me, this is one of the most iconic college football logos ever, in my opinion. Like, you see this, and you know,
I agree.
It's one of the greatest brands in college football, the garnet and gold. Like, and even, you know, backstory of the Seminoles, like, Florida State has one of the longest, you know, standing relationships with the Seminole tribe, and it's just, this is bred into me, and I get fired up every time I even look at the logo, and so
I like that the feather has Florida State on it. That's cool.
Yeah.
I will say this: I think they have a strong case for the best helmet in football.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think they have a strong case for the best helmet in college football.
yes,
It's so good.
It's
is
one of
so-
the best helmets in all of football.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like how close they are to the 49ers colors, but I mean,
One of the ones that I do love is the and I didn't pick them because their actual logo stinks, but their helmets are really cool, is Portland State. If you ever seen Portland State, it's got the spear, but the spear comes up the middle. It's really cool. I think they're the
Yeah,
Warriors.
that one right there is like back in the 80s. It was a little bit kind of yellowish tone.
Yeah.
And then in the 90s, they switched to that new one. And so, like, that, or the one we looked at first, that's the one that won all our national championships, all our Heisman Trophy winners. Like, to me,
Also, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, Jameis Winston.
yeah,
Come on now.
Charlie Ward.
Charlie
Was-
Ward, bro, like Chris Winkie. I mean, Charlie Ward,
W's, man. Come on.
yeah. Listen, but Charlie Ward was a different animal, dude. That guy.
Yeah, and Dylan said it right. The mascot, the whole spear into the center, that whole deal, that's really cool. There's
When you
just a
talk
lot
about
of really cool.
experience, when you talk about experience, that is electric, especially at night.
Hey, that entrance is cool too with them riding in.
Yeah, Chief Osceola. It's just, to me, one of the greatest history pastime.
Their baseball uniforms are awesome, and they always have a good baseball team.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yep. I knew this was going to be your pick, and I was just like, oh, what else is he going to pick? So good job. So you went Mighty Ducks, You went Atlanta Braves. You went Seminoles. What was your first pick?
The Rockies, Colorado Rockies.
Rockies. All right.
It's a solid list.
Solid list. Neon Dion. Speaking of Dion.
That's who brought the chop to the Braves.
Yeah.
Dion
That's who brought it.
Yep.
Yeah, old Neon Dion. All right, their baseball uniforms are nice. All right, so David. So number one, most iconic uniforms all time. The Atlanta Falcons.
Logo. You mean logo?
Yeah,
Logo.
All right. It's classic. It's the starter jacket I wore the most. It's wrapping a basketball too, but with its claws. I'm going with the 1995 logo for the Atlanta Hawks.
The 95 logo.
Yes.
All right. We're throwing it
So
out.
that
Hold on
would
one
be Stacey Augman.
Yes.
Is that Stacey?
Yeah, the one on the top left there.
Is that Stacey Augman? Dominic Wilkins wasn't 95, was he?
Yeah, he was.
Okay, Dominic Wilkins.
Bud Webb, I think, was even with the team at some point with that logo. I'm not 100% sure, though.
Man, look at
You
that.
get,
Look
you,
at that.
you get
Wait, hold on.
75% of your list as throwback NBA.
So look at
yeah.
that. Look at that logo under the main picture. That is something I've never seen before. That is, oh my goodness. Yeah,
That's a cardinal. That's not a hawk.
That's not a hawk.
Yeah,
I got that one wrong, but that logo.
Hey, you know what? I will just
say
say this. I never realized, okay, I mean, being from New Orleans, I never realized how many Falcons and Hawks are actually flying around here. There was a freaking hawk the other day sitting. So right outside my front yard is the speed limit sign. I have a picture somewhere. There's a speed limit sign like right outside my driveway for my road going into the cul-de-sac. And there was a small chihuahua I don't know, like this big of a bird hanging out there. And this freaking buzzard of a hawk comes flying in and chases it out, dude. And then it lands on the dude. I didn't ever realize how many Falcons and Hawks were really flying around here. They're all over. They're all over. Every time every day. And then they make a lot of noise. They're very vocal.
The Falcons pump in noise too.
Yeah, they pump in noise into their stadium for sure. They better pump some more. Yeah.
Dominic Wilkins left
about
in
their kicker?
94.
Yeah.
So Wilkins left in 94. This team had Spud Webb, Christian Laettner, Mookie Blaylock, Stacey Augman.
I was right with the Augman pick, which was teammates. Here you go. Teammates of Grandmama at UNLV under Fran Tarkenton. Bang. And I think they won it in 94 or 95. There you go. That just useless knowledge. I wish I could remember things I need to know.
Yeah.
As fast as I know that.
It's all our
As
problem.
fast. Yeah. Good pick, man. I basketball. Like this is not one I would pick for sure. My son kind of likes the Hawks now. He likes Trey. He does like Trey, but we've gone to the game twice, and one of them was with his basketball team, and the other one I think we got free tickets because of school. He enjoys it, and he likes what's the Hawk's name? The mascot, Herbie the Hawk? No, Harry the Hawk.
It's Herbie Hancock.
Herbie Hancock.
I love Herbie
All right.
Hancock.
All right, Andrew, do you like the Hawks? I mean, of all the Atlanta teams, do you like the Hawks?
I don't like any Atlanta teams, so.
Yeah.
Love it.
I just can't. So I mean, sorry.
I mean, I'll cheer for the Braves, but aside from that, speaking of
you're not.
Speaking of that,
Atlanta,
let me
but
pause.
I like the Dingers.
I do like the Dingers.
Yeah,
I do like the Dingers. Hey, speaking of that, Ethan, we need to go to a Braves game.
Yeah, we do.
There's not many left before the season's over. So it's not going to happen this year.
Charlie
So,
Moore's retiring Sunday.
so the next time it will happen, you will actually be married because the season, my goodness. So we have to do that. Anyways, all right, Andy.
Yes.
Who's the George?
Man.
Wait. Let me think. So you've done baseball, you've done basketball,
Yeah.
He did
you've done
hockey.
football. Just now you did football, right?
Yep.
So this is your hockey pick, and go and hit the button.
I mean, it was no doubt that it's the greatest logo in all of sports. It's the Mighty Ducks.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the best
knew
logo
it.
of all. It is the most ruined logo by the redesign. It is the most iconic, nostalgic for any 90s, 2000s kid. I love that they brought it back. I'm okay that they brought it back with the orange. I get that they're tying the two things together. They're not going fully all the way in. I absolutely love this. I think it's the smartest. It reminds me of what is good about these. Like, they don't take themselves too seriously. It almost looks like a minor league baseball logo. Like, it plays into the Disney side of things. It's fun. I mean, who doesn't want to wear that? I mean, look at that, just the mask. It's a duck, okay? It's a duck. We get it. And it looks menacing. Look at the eye shape. Like, everything about that logo is so good. The two hockey sticks behind it. I mean, it's beautiful. It is a beautiful, beautiful logo. It's the best one that's there. I mean, there was no doubt in my mind that I was going here.
Look at that
I'm okay
duck
with
logo,
this
the
one.
foot.
I'm okay with this one, but look at how horrible. What did they do? It looks like
It looks like a Star Trek symbol.
Yeah.
I mean,
It looks like a com badge.
It's horrible.
Speaking
No,
of
this
colors,
is new. This is
those
the
colors
new.
are good too. Anytime,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
supposed
the
to be
green better than the red for sure.
there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I
green
like
is
teal.
iconic. It's better, but I'm okay.
Purple.
I'm just glad they brought it back. This is that new look. It's
Oh
so.
wait,
It's,
oh wait,
okay.
Hey, Andy, go back. There it is. There's the right under that. Mm-hmm. There's the
yeah. So I had to do it. It was Mighty Ducks all the way. It's the best logo in all of sports, and it'll always be the best one of all time. So there it is. That's my Jorge. And I know we love this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is awesome. I mean, it's a great pick.
I would never argue against this if this was with this being someone's number one. I never would.
You know what I
This is-
just thought, and maybe it's because I love food. Okay, this may not even with anybody. I'm gonna put this back up there. The new like this logo. It looks like. Have you ever seen when people barbecue and they have those tools that they pull the meat apart with?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Like that's what that is.
Yep.
Yep, I can see that. Now I can't unsee it.
That's all that is.
No, I
What is
can't
that thing
unsee it.
called? Meat shredder for barbecue? I don't know what it's called. That's what it is.
Yep, right there.
That's the duck logo.
Meat
Bear
claws.
claws.
Meat claws.
It's a meat claw.
I love
the
this.
Anaheim
Shrek.
meat claws. That one,
I love this. Shrek says swamp rats. I love this. This pick here. Good night, Papa Bear. Thank you for being here, buddy.
Good night, Papa
That's
Bear.
I love Shrek's pick of the Chicago Blackhawks. That's a really good.
Blackhawks are a good one too.
yeah.
Anaheim meat shredders.
The Anaheim meat shredders.
The Anaheim.
Dylan's giving us the laughs tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, my turn. I guess. Anaheim meat shredders. That's awesome. Which is funny because you went Anaheim. By the way.
Hey man, I can't hide that Anaheim pride, baby. Come on.
Yeah, can't hide that Anaheim pride. All right, so I'm going with my George. Another pretty much unchanged logo. Hadn't changed since 1947. Within that time frame, they won 27 championships, and they have the most iconic logo of all time. It is the most iconic logo. This is the white on white, but it is the most worn logo all around. Is the interlocking NY for the New York Yankees, which here's the deal. It's the ode to the New York PD. NYPD is where they originally got it from. They were the Highlanders back then. And of course, it's got to be not. And honestly, even if Yankees wasn't my team, this is the most iconic. Jay-Z made it really big, but the hip hop nation just blew this thing up. It's the most worn out of all of them. It is the interlocking NY. To me, it's the most recognizable. I could probably be in Singapore and somebody be like, Yankees. I can go to Brussels. There's the Yankees. Just everybody knows this when we're just talking about logos, knows this logo. And it's pretty much unchanged for many, many years. You talk about traditions. They have had a lot of traditions. For the very first time since Jordan Steinbrenner's family took over, they finally have beards, which they don't have names on the back of the jerseys. And I know this is kind of jumping into uniforms, but the idea of tradition, like you said, Andy, about all the other stuff, this is the most traditionalist pick. And yeah, when you talk about logos, it was. I almost didn't make it number one, but really, it is the number one logo. And between this and the Bulls, I can't think of enough. It's more number one. It's not the best looking logo, but it is the number one logo.
I prefer this one,
and I love that one.
I love that.
This one, my dad loved. Every time he got a shirt or a hat, it was this. Which is really cool.
Makes me think of Cracker Jack spots.
That's
like,
every time I see it, I think of Apollo Creed wearing that
with
hat.
The hat.
I'm gonna go with this one. The interlocking NY, mainly because of it's just notoriety around the world. And so a part of my criteria is: do I wear it? Do I have it? I probably have this hat of some sort in my lifetime. I've probably had like 70 of these things, maybe more. Just different colors, matching the different whatever. And the pink hat I always wear is a Yankees hat. I have a brown one that I wear every once in a while. I'm going NY. And I knew it wouldn't be a shock. And so it's not something we have to be really chatty about. But I do love a lot of these picks, because my honorable mentions have been named like crazy over here. And I'm excited for this. So I know you guys aren't Yankees fans, but what do you think about the NY?
It's classic. It's history. It's iconic. It's nostalgic. It's the definition of the most success in Major League Baseball history. Even though they beat us in 1996. But it is a reminder of where baseball came from, and that some things are just best left alone. For sure.
Yeah, I love it. Couldn't say it better. Hey, let's do our honorable mentions, Andy. We call it All About the Benjamins. And speaking of New York, here's a little ditty for everybody while we get going. Play it. And there it was in all its glory. He likes to wear Yankees hats too, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Let's get going. So, Ethan, you've been on the show one time. Our whole family was on. We were talking about candy. We didn't really do the honorable mentions the same way that time, I think. We kind of whatever. Dave, you've been on before. This is kind of a contest, a little draft style. We cannot mention anything already mentioned. So if you missed out on picking the Hornets or the Mighty Ducks or whatever in your first four, you can't get them now. And we're moving forward with 4 new picks. Now, there are some really hot, big ones out there. If you want them, this doesn't have to necessarily be in order, Ethan. you probably want to name them before we name them. So you'll have a pick, and then it's David, then it's Andy, then it's me. But in the second round, it's me, Andy, David, then you. So you don't get a pick for another like 6.
Yeah.
So if you have one that you want to pick that you think we're going to take, you might want to take it first. That's kind of how this rolls. So,
Okay.
Ethan, you're up first. What is the most iconic favorite logo of yours that wasn't mentioned yet today?
Yeah, I would say, okay, I remember as a kid watching this team all the time, watching them in the Super Bowl. I can't remember how old I was. But I'm going to go with the New England Patriots.
Okay, pause. Which one? The new one?
The one with the – yeah.
The
Yeah.
So, Andy, the original one was the one I was talking about when you took Sir Saint.
So you're saying the throwback logo is what you're picking?
No, he's picking the new one. The
new logo.
The flag looking.
Yeah.
The Tom Brady era.
Yeah,
the Tom Brady era.
Yes.
Yeah, so I know that we usually speed through these things, but I'm going to just have this screen continually sharing, and I'll just Google them as we go. This is the one you're picking, right?
Yes,
it's a great pick. This is a great pick.
Yeah, that's a really cool pick. A really cool pick.
I need to write it.
Yeah, but that one right there that's above it with the football player, that's pretty BA. All right, Dave, you're up.
I'm going to continue in basketball and go back to the 90s into the Seattle Supersonics.
Nice.
Whoa, Supersonics. Sean Kemp, the glove, the Rain Man, Detlef Shrimp.
There it is, right there.
This one right here?
That one right there.
That's a beaut.
See, I personally like the one directly in the middle. That's the one that I like a lot.
So there's and this has been a common thread for all NBA throwback. The color schemes in NBA. I mean, who puts green, orange-ish, tan, and red together and says that looks good? But it works. Why does it? It's so good. I love that pick.
Yeah.
I love that pick. All right, so I'm up next. I'm gonna stick with. Let's see what I want to do. I have so many on here. Because I have a feeling that these are gonna start going. I'm gonna stick with NBA. I'm going Orlando Magic throwback logo.
Shaq era.
Yeah.
Nice.
So right here,
Anthony Hardaway, Nick Anderson, Scott Skiles, Dennis Scott.
Some of the best uniforms too. The pinstripes are beautiful.
Why do I know all these rosters so well?
Scott Skiles, been a long time since I've heard that name.
Yeah. Why do I know all these so well?
All
right, Andy, my turn.
Yep.
Go ahead and do it, Andy. You almost gave it away, dude.
I can't see. I can't see your screen.
New Orleans Voodoo, baby.
Oh, this is good. So
Purple
New Orleans
and red. You said it. And
look at that.
It's got all the autos.
Oh,
Look at that freaking logo. Dude, the New Orleans Voodoo, it was I had season tickets. This is me and Ethan, me and McKenna used to go to this, just me and her, because Brittany didn't want to go. And it was arena football.
Football.
Oh, yes. Good.
Gosh. And this was the best player right here, Aaron Bailey. Dude, he was so freaking good. So I'm going with the New Orleans Voodoo. That logo is legit.
I miss arena football.
Excuse me?
I missed the arena football video games.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Just absolutely iconic. So my next pick, I'm gonna go. So y'all are knocking a lot of basketball out, man. And there is another basketball I like, but I'm gonna let it out there. I'm gonna go back to hockey, right? We have mentioned a lot of I'm not gonna go to hockey. I'm not gonna go to hockey. Yeah, I am. Because I think this one's better. We've mentioned a lot of Native Americans, and to me,
nice, do it.
The Chicago Blackhawks.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody mentioned that earlier in the chat.
Look at
that. Look at this logo. Look at this logo. This is freaking awesome. Now, The Chicago Blackhawks. And if you know anything about the Atlanta or the Georgia Swarm, which is the lacrosse team, their goal music is their goal music, and it's awesome. So I love this logo. I love this uniform, black, red, all the little colors and the feathers. Just is really cool because like green's not even in it, but they put it in there. I love this. This is where I'm going with. Next.
I like this. So I'm going to do my only, at least for now, contemporary logo. In fact, it's one of the most new logos in all of sports. It is so good. Hockey, the Utah Mammoth. Have you seen this logo?
Ooh, that is pretty.
The fact that the head is also the mountains.
Yeah.
Like it's such a brilliant logo. Look how cool that is. I had to pick it. I knew it probably wouldn't get picked, but it's so new. It's so new. But this Utah Mammoth might be. Also, bonus points for Mammoth. If you know me, Black Ranger was my favorite Power Ranger. Being able to be the Mammoth was awesome too. But yeah, Utah Mammoth.
Yeah. So, Ohio said it. Yeah. Ohio said the Blackhawks, which we know. And let's do this. This Mammoth is a good pick. I remember when they were trying to vote for the name, and this logo showed up, and I was like, dude, this is awesome. This is so awesome. All right, so next is David.
I'm going to go real off the beaten path here. We're going to go to an old Canadian Football League team.
Okay.
Look up one called the Birmingham Barracudas.
Ooh.
The
Coyotes' throwback logo is absolutely legit, Dylan. That's one of the ones I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's a good one. The one on the bottom left, the one on the bottom right.
Wow. I like that.
Those are cool. Yeah. Yeah, those are cool.
That one's really cool. That's the one I just saw, and I was like, "Ooh, that's a good off the beaten path pick."
I've never heard. I mean, again, to be fair, I mean, I know of the Argonauts. No, or that.
Yeah, I was about to say the Argonauts because that's the only one I could think of.
European Football League. I know the Alouettes, Montreal Alouettes.
Montreal Alouettes are in the CFL currently.
So I know that, and the Saskatchewan something.
Yeah, there's
Stampede?
9 teams in the CFL.
Stampede? I don't know.
Calgary Stampede, I think.
I don't know. But this is cool. This kind of looks like. So my dad is a fisherman, and this looks like all of the logos that would be like on stickers at Bass Pro Shop, like
this
back in the.
Could you imagine this as a minor league baseball team logo?
I like Cudas as the shortened name. Right
Yeah.
now. The Cudas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Them Cudas.
All right.
All right, Ethan, you get back-to-back picks.
All right. I'm going to go with the only 2 NFL teams in Florida that are actually worth the crap. And that is, well, I say that. One of them is maybe worth the crap this year. But I'm going to go first with the Miami Dolphins, but we're going to throw it all the way back to their first logo. That is pretty sick.
That is
Dude, that is freaking insane.
Oh, that's beautiful.
We're going here.
Yeah.
I like it.
It is way
Laces
cool.
out, Finkel.
I like
Finkel
it.
and Einhorn.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was.
This is they've changed it, but it's stayed like they've had the sun.
Yeah,
I don't like the new one as much because it feels like it's like an aquarium logo.
right.
I
Like-
do like the
Take the helmet
old
away.
school helmet without
Give me that. Give me that.
mask.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one.
Probably why Tua's had so
The
many.
first 4 or 5 is the last 2 I don't like.
I don't want to let that joke slip by because
Wait,
that was
And
clever.
are you picking the other one back to back?
Yeah.
Well, what's the one that doesn't matter this year?
The
doesn't
one that-
matter.
well,
This
this-
is the one that doesn't matter right here.
yeah, well, this is one that doesn't matter. The Jags are one that doesn't matter really ever, and so I'm not worried about the Jags. But the Bucks, they actually brought this out last week, I think. It was the Buccaneer Bruce logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was those jerseys.
Oh yeah.
So sick.
If this doesn't make an appearance next week on the jerseys, we're in trouble because we just don't know what that logo. This is this was you took one of mine because this was coming around. I was possibly taking this right there. It's freaking awesome. Have you seen when Baker tries to draw it?
I have not seen that.
I will say this with this logo. I much prefer the jersey to the. I don't like the sword in the mouth. He gives me a weird look. Like it's like, what are you doing, man? But I do love the creamsicle jerseys. They're some of the best.
I love this. I love everything about this. I love everything. Wait, speaking of creamsicles, Shrek VR, he's on here. When me and him first met, now Ohio, don't share it yet. Don't share it yet. When he might. Dude, if you still have this, you better wear it. You better wear it when you're on our show in a couple weeks. So we went to the mall, Andy, back when the mall was jamming and open and whatever.
When there was one?
Yeah. I mean, it's like at the very end of it, I think. And he bought the Steve Young creamsicle jersey. Me and him went there. He bought the Steve Young creamsicle jersey. You still have that? Oh, look, I do. Steve Young throwback. Pull that bad boy up. He's got it. It was at the mall, wasn't it? I think it was at Hibbett's. Was it at Hibbett Sports? You got that? Boom. It's one of those. It's probably the one up. Yeah, it's probably that one right there where he's throwing the ball. Yeah. I think that's the one he's got. Yeah, I believe. Yeah. It was at Hibbett's? Yeah, I thought so.
Look at the aura of those jerseys then.
Dude, that is freaking cool. Yeah. Awesome. So
I miss when the Tampa Bay Bucks were horrible.
Yeah, I miss when they were horrible too. I wish they were
at one time the entire NFC South was horrible. Let's not forget that.
Well, to be fair, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, Dave, you get your next pick.
San Jose Sharks.
Nice.
Dang. Okay. Well, I'm kind of happy because that's leading me to the direction I need to go. It's leading me into a place I need to be because
it's
San
one
Jose
that
Sharks,
hasn't changed
That's
very
a good
much.
pick. That's a good pick. I love this.
San Jose Sharks was also another starters type jacket.
Yes.
San Jose Sharks and Buccaneers were on my short list coming up. So I love this.
They get bonus points because Metallica does the national anthem for them a lot.
Yeah, see, the logo hasn't changed too much from what it originally was to what it is
looked
now.
comic booky since the beginning. Now this is horrible if this is an actual logo.
I don't think so. I think it's a like a uniform
It's
thing.
a patch.
So the one right there in that one that you were just on it, up right there. That one right there. That's the one I remember being a starter jacket. That kind of style.
Definitely.
I love it. I like the hockey stick being broken in half. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's
all
good.
right. So,
hey, Dylan, we mentioned this earlier. Yes, the field looks great. The tortilla jerseys, not so much. But
yeah,
we do like the helmet, though.
I like the helmet, though.
Yeah, the helmet's cool.
I do like the helmet. And the helmet has – I always kind of – and Andy, you might like this or not. I always like when they go with the – instead of it's almost like the gunmetal color. I don't know what it's called, but like when the helmet looks like it's made of stone instead of like shiny.
Yeah.
I like when they do that. And that's what that one looks like. It kind of looks like not polished.
Yeah.
It looks really cool.
It's like
and it's kind of airbrushed. Anyways.
I kind of like those jerseys. I like that.
It just makes me think of a tortilla. It's not necessarily that it's horrible. It's just, I don't know.
I don't hate it, honestly. I kind of like, So, all right, Andy, you're up.
Yeah. I haven't even thought about this. Let's see. I am going to go. let's do throwback NBA again. Why not? And Utah Jazz throwback logo.
Like
This
Utah
one.
Jazz or New Orleans Jazz?
This one right here. Right here that I
Yeah.
got pulled up.
The one with the
Utah
purple,
Jazz.
green, and gold? Or
No,
the one with the mountain?
The Utah with the mountain, with the blue, two-tone blues, and the purples. Yeah, I like that. Here we go, right here. I like this one. I like this one right here. Utah Jazz. Although I don't know how much Jazz is played in Utah, but who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I'm going Utah Jazz for my next pick.
Awesome. So I'm going to go off the beaten path a little bit.
Okay.
Number one, because none of them have been mentioned yet, which I'm surprised. But we say that hockey and basketball have a lot of great logos. But let's be honest, minor league baseball is packed with some really amazing logos. And I'm going to go with just an iconic one. It's kind of forgotten because this is before they were silly, and it was silly, if that means anything. Because, we had the New Orleans Zephyrs, which changed to the Baby Cakes. And it was a part of this whole jumbo shrimp and biscuits and whatever. All these crazy things, all these names. But this is before they went crazy, and it still was kind of crazy. I'm going with the Lansing Lugnuts.
Lansing Lugnuts. Okay.
And I had this hat when I was in high school. I had a Lugnut hat, and it's awesome. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Awesome. So I'm going with the Lansing Lugnuts.
That is cool.
Yeah.
It looks like the logo for a truck stop.
Yeah, dude, it's so cool. But minor league baseball, there's so many more. I mean, we could just do minor league baseball.
Yeah,
and
we could.
To be honest. Now I could do another one, but I'm not. I'm gonna do. I kind of felt like I was saving this one till the end because nobody was gonna take it, and I'm gonna just this one is an ode to Shrek VR, but Chief Wahoo, the Cleveland Indians. Don't call them the Guardians. There it is.
Yeah.
Chief Wahoo. It's iconic, and it should have never changed. And there it is.
That World Series in '95, the Cleveland Indians were a very tough and very formidable opponent.
And listen, the Indians lost two of the best World Series in the history of baseball, in my opinion.
Sure.
The one against the Cubs was also a heartbreak. And Shrek, that's Brian. That's his favorite. He's a Cleveland guy. I know he's heartbroken for all that, but dude, that Cubs Cleveland series was just insane. And how about them Indians right now, Ohio, with a great run to get into the playoffs? I mean, they are freaking steamrolling back into it. I think they came back from 13 or 15 out. That's just wild. So, it's just going to be best World Series ever. I would say, especially if I was either a fan, it would have made it even better. Not being a fan of either, it's the first time watching probably any sport in history, not having a team in the fight that I was on the edge of my seat. Dude, it was such a good World Series. The comebacks, the moving and shaking. But anyways, Chief Wahoo, ode to Major League, baby. There you go. Look at that. Wait, speaking of that, look at that amazing sign. That sign over here. And
Long live the Chief.
Oh my, number 4 over at the top.
Long live the Chief.
No, not that one. Not that
Oh,
one.
yeah,
Not that
big
one.
sign.
Actual
You mean up here?
Yeah, like that.
Oh,
my
that's
God.
a classic sign.
That's sick.
Yes. Indians Brave World Series 95 was so iconic. Yes, it was. 15 and a half back on July 8th, ladies and gentlemen, and they are now in first place. And they were like 10 back 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. That's crazy. So, anyways, I'm done. So, Andy, you're back.
Yeah. So I'm cheating a little bit on this one. The logo is great. I love it's another throwback. But when you couple this with, and again, we're looking forward to some later episode. When you partner this with the helmet it's on, the jersey that it's a part of, it's so
12
good.
back on September 1st. That's crazy.
I'm going the Seattle
yes.
Seahawks throwback logo. We mentioned it briefly earlier.
Oh, yes.
The blue and green. It's my two favorite colors.
It's pretty.
But it is so 70s, 80s.
Brian Bosworth.
But I will say this. When you look at it this way, this is the best. I'll say it now. Throwback jersey out there in the NFL. It's look at this thing. So pretty. The silver helmet.
Speaking of awesome Seattle Seahawks that they're on, did you see where Sean Alexander is having his 14th kid?
Hey, Roll Tide keeps rolling, baby.
His wife and him just announced their 14th child.
Steve Largent.
Steve Largent.
What a great look that is.
That's a great name. Steve Largent.
He's another guy. He had to be an NFL. He had to be a something Largent. I mean, that's anyway.
Now, I didn't say this logo, but I'll just wear it for y'all.
I don't know what's happening. I think we're getting canceled. What's happening? You're lagging.
I don't see a ding.
All right, Dave, you are up.
All right.
Another one.
You know, we've talked about sports teams and this, that, the other, but I'm going to go a little more global here.
Oh, I was going to do that.
I am from Augusta, Georgia. And we do have a tradition unlike any other.
Any other, baby.
Welcome to the Masters.
Wow.
The Masters. I knowing that you were going to be on here and that Ethan was going to be on here. I really thought about this one.
That is beautiful.
That's
Don't
so
you just
iconic.
feel a sense of calm come over you when you see this?
I hear it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't get a sense of calm when the traffic's in Augusta that week, though.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, other than that.
There's only one other logo.
But hearing Jim Nance.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah.
Jim Nance, now Nick Faldo and
so
Vern Lundquist for the longest time and Ian Baker Finch.
Good stuff. I didn't even think.
I need him to throw a touchdown right here. I want to see a touchdown. I mean, 33 seconds left. Tie this game up.
I had another one.
There it is. Get in there.
Alone.
Touchdown.
I had a fifth off the beaten path, but I just couldn't pull myself to pick it over this one.
So there is a huge logo still available. That is a big deal. It's a big deal. Anyways, go ahead, Ethan. Finish us off.
Brock Purdy, what you got?
I am going back to Florida, back to baseball. One of the teams that I grew up watching, went to many of their games. And we're going back to the Tampa Bay Devil Rays.
Nice.
The Devil Rays, yes. Not the Rays, but the Devil Rays.
Yes.
I was really hoping you would say that 90s Marlin. Man.
I had the Marlins on my list.
I can't
Look at that. That's a good logo.
Yeah.
But that is so 90s. That is so 90s.
Nothing beats a nap while golf's on TV. Dude, golf. I'm not a huge fan of watching golf on TV, but I do like to take a nap when golf's on TV. Because for whatever reason, it's just like soothing the savage beast. I enjoy watching golf.
If you love America,
it's a different lot.
You need to tune in tomorrow because the Ryder Cup starts.
Yeah.
takedown of your.
So I'm just going to throw this out there, and it was something I was going to do and I didn't do, but I'm going to say it anyways because you brought up the Masters. But the most iconic sports logo of all time is not of a team; it's actually of a player. And nobody said Jumpman. And to be honest, the Michael Jordan Jumpman probably transcends all of this.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, what about the Olympics logo?
That was the one I was.
That was
gonna
the
say.
other logo I thought
That
of.
was the one I was going to say and didn't.
The Olympic rings. Those are the
Olympic
three.
rings was on my my long list too.
And when I was putting my list together, I was thinking, okay, well, once I thought of Jordan, I was like, oh, Griffey's logo.
What about
Kobe's
Dale
logo?
Dale Earnhardt, number
Shaq's
3.
logo. Oh, yeah, that too. Just the numbers, I guess. It would be the numbers, right?
Number 3,
Their logo.
But when you put the number 3 outlined in red, I mean, you just in the italicized, that.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, look, it is. We're extra time late because of it being late. But man, Ethan and David, thanks for jumping on here with us. Kind of late notice.
2
Ohio
hours
in the
later.
chat, which is Shrek. He's going to be on the channel last week of the month of October. We're going to do scary or dark gimmicks in wrestling. That's going to be a fun one. The Olympic rings, the LA Lakers, Notre Dame Fighting Irish. So I put Notre Dame both good and bad, or say good and bad, old and new on our logo, on our thing. I don't like the Chargers so much, it's just a bolt, but I do like the Raiders. I almost had the Raiders.
Yeah, right.
I would even venture saying the Raiders logo is better than the Chiefs logo, and the Broncos. It's the best one in that division. Boogeyman, peace out, fellas. So the Golden State Warriors. I don't know.
The throwback stuff.
About the actual Warrior
The
with
throwback with the lightning bolt. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
that's
like the bridge one.
Dude, what is happening here? They're about to win this thing with 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Like
Sam Darnold, the greatest quarterback.
Sam Darnold, off of the waiver wire, goes and wins 14 games for the Vikings. And now he is seconds away from being 3-1.
Old
They're about to do
Samuel
this.
Darnold.
That's crazy. So I saw a stat. I saw a thing the other day. What 3 teams, Andy?
Oh, okay.
What 3 teams in the NFL have 3 starting quarterbacks right now?
Currently on their roster.
No. What 3 college teams
Oh,
have 3 starting quarterbacks in the NFL right now?
what 3 college teams?
Have 3 starting quarterbacks.
There's 3 separate teams are they're starting for. Okay. USC. USC has Caleb Williams, Sam Darnold, and somebody else. I'm just not thinking. It's got to be Oklahoma. It's got to be Oklahoma, Baker, Kyler. One more, 3. Is it? It's Bama. Is it Bama? It's got to be Bama. Yeah.
Jalen Hurts played for both of those teams.
Yeah, and Mac Jones.
Mac Jones is starting now.
Mac Jones is starting, and Tua is somehow still alive. So
Tua is still doing it. Yeah, Bama. And it's USC. It's
Caleb
Darnold.
Williams.
It's Caleb, and it's oh gosh, who is the other guy? I don't know.
Sam Darnold, right?
And actually, Bama has 4, right? Mac, Bryce, Tua, and Jalen. They got 4.
Yeah. I mean, if you count Jalen, yes, I would count him, but he
counts it. Did you see that thing where he's like roll tide?
Oklahoma, so it doesn't matter. What's that?
Sorry.
What they were talking about, it was the Florida game or whatever, and he came in and he said roll tide.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. Well, there's the show. Thank you guys for being on here, Bryce and Tua. Yep. Thanks you for being here. David, tell everybody where they can find you, what you got going on. Tell them about the convention when they could come, how to get tickets, whatever you want to tell them.
Sure.
Shout that out.
Sure. So March 21st, 2026 in Augusta, Georgia is the Augusta Video Gaming Exposition. Will be our second one. You can get tickets at showpass.com/AVGE tickets. I'll put a link in the comments real quick while I'm talking to y'all. And
what you got to do is you got to move it close to the Masters so that people that come to watch the Masters can also go to the convention.
Yeah, that's about 3 weeks before, thankfully. So y'all can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Augusta Video Gaming Expo or Augusta Video Gaming Exposition. Y'all can find me on YouTube at David Bryant Piano 6003. Y'all can find me on Facebook at David Bryant and at Addie's Treasure Chest. And an Augusta Video Gaming Exposition.com has been relaunched as our website. So there's more on guests there. There's links for any vendors who want to fill out a vendor application, as I put in the comments earlier. Any content creators who want to come and gather some content for their channels are more than welcome.
Nice.
Well, we hope to be there hanging out with you. Oh, did he miss it?
No, he made
He made it. Ball game. Seahawks win. Wow. Yeah, man. So we hope to be there hanging out with
52
you.
yarder.
What's that?
He had a 52 yarder.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and Ethan, you don't do content, but you are doing some great work down there in Florida. And March 6th, 2026, big day for you.
Big day.
Hopefully we'll go live again sometime around that while we're in Florida, and we'll probably get some footage. We'll probably get some footage of a lot of that and have some fun with it. So thanks for jumping on here, both you guys, at the last minute.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yes, thank you so much.
Ethan, give my daughter a hug for me. And David, thanks for jumping on last minute. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Andy, it's late, man. And I know.
Thank you for having us.
Ethan goes to bed early, so we got to let that dude go to home. He goes to bed real early. Now let's tell everybody good night.
With that said, let's say goodnight like we always do. This is the Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top four.
And nothing more.
Peace.